Hi everyone, I'm Sindhu from CSC department 4th year. In this video, I'm going to cover the topic the law of variable proportions. The contents of this video are what is production function, how we are going to represent that production function in mathematical way, types of factor inputs and types of production function, and the law of variable proportion, assumptions of this law and stages of the production. And I'll conclude about the stages of the production, and at last I'll be discussing a short case study on this law of variable proportions.
There are two kinds of factor inputs. One is fixed and other is variable inputs. Fixed inputs are the factors which remains constant irrespective of the output produced. Variable inputs are those which changes according to the output produced. There are two types of production functions, long run and short run. In the long run, both the factor inputs, fixed as well as variable, will be changing in the same proportion. In the short run, all the fixed factors are kept as constant and changes are applied only to the few variable factor inputs. Now, let us see about the law of variable proportion. This law mainly explains in the short-term production function when one input is changing and all other inputs are kept as constant, the proportion between the factors will be changing. When the proportion of the variable factor increases, the total output will not always increase in the same proportion, but varies the proportion between the input factors. Let us see about the assumptions of the law. The assumptions of the law are only one factor is kept as variable while other all held as constant. There is no change in the technology, and it also assumes that all the variable factors are homogeneous. In this way, there are few assumptions of this law. In the production, we have three stages: law of increasing returns, law of diminishing returns, and law of negative returns. Stage 1, the law of increasing returns. In stage 1, the total product will be goes on increasing until it reaches the point F. Stage 1 will end at a point where the AP, that is average product, will reaches its maximum point. In stage 1, MP, that is the marginal product, will be decreasing but it will be positive. Stage 2, the law of diminishing returns. In stage 2, the total product will be goes on increasing until it reaches the point H, that is the maximum point, that is where the stage 2 ends. Both the MP and AP, that is marginal product and average product, will continuously decreasing in this stage. Stage 3, the law of negative returns, where the total product will be decreasing, the marginal product MP is negative and AP average product will also decrease. Now let us conclude the law of variable proportion. So the conclusion is the rational producer will never produce in the stage 3, because in the stage 3, as we have discussed earlier, the MP is negative. If the marginal product is negative, the producer will not produce in that stage. So the producer will not also choose to produce in the stage 1, because in the stage, if we produce in the stage 1, he will not be better utilizing that opportunity of using the fixed factors, and he will not get the increase in the production by increasing the quantity of the variable factor. So the intelligent rational producer will produce only in the stage 2. As we have discussed, in the stage 2, both the marginal product and average product will keep on decreasing. So as this decreases, the producer will be able to increase his production by increasing the quantity of the variable factor, and here the total product is at the maximum point.
Let us consider a farmer who is cultivating the wheat crop. He has the fixed amount of land and the labor and the fertilizer. The labor and the fertilizer are the inputs which he keeps on changing, whether he is increasing or decreasing. Initially, the farmer uses a fixed amount of labor and a fixed amount of fertilizer and for a particular land. So he gets a good wheat production. Eventually, as the days pass by, farmer starts increasing the amount of labor he is using, but the fertilizer and the amount of land he keeps constant. So due to this, he gradually sees that the production is decreasing. This is due to the fact that only one of the input factors, that is the amount of labor has been increasing, while the other factors such as land and the fertilizer are kept as constant. Due to this, the production has been decreasing. Gradually, he keeps on increasing the amount of labor. So, that means the marginal product is decreasing. So, as he keeps on increasing the marginal product, at some point it becomes negative also. Due to this means the marginal product is negative. That means we came to the stage 3 in the production phase. That means the producer should not produce that crop in the stage 3. So we should produce the crop in the stage 2 only. This is one of the real-time example of the law of variable proportion.